right now.
Do you want to get in the...
She's gonna get a picture for us.
Usually
The things you see and the people you meet along the highway, right? That was me and my new buddy Sean. We were just outside of Sedona. We saw the dude on the side of the road and we pulled over to talk to him, and well, pretty soon I was a Viking warrior, or whatever that is. This was just one crazy moment we had on our Arizona adventure. Kim and I spent 19 days driving around Arizona as part of a road trip out here in the early part of fall of 2025. This is part 2 on the journey. In episode 1, we spent a lot of time in the Phoenix metro area. Well, this part is all about the mountains, mister. Buckle up, cowboy. Here we go. Arizona, I feel like the devil. The summer is a terrible time. Oh, Arizona, I wish it would rain more. It feels like the sun is 10 feet away. Ouch. We are now out in the middle of the desert now on the 2-laners on our way to Kirkland. There's really not a lot up here. It is windy up here. Switchback City. We just got into Prescott. It's 82. It's just absolutely glorious. The weather is amazing right now. It's been so long since we felt nice weather. I don't know, probably since we left. Prescott, Arizona. 2/3 Republican, and you sure can tell. I'd been to Prescott before. We didn't stay very long. Kim's been here a lot. There's 45,000 people here in this little town that's tucked into the Bradshaw Mountains. Wonderful place with great people. And some hippies that complain the cost of living is going up too much. That part's true. Californians and other rich investors and retirees, they're doing their best to get their claws into Prescott. One person told me, "Nick, I think we have one of the best town squares in the country." And he might be right.
And we are rolling.
Look at that downtown Whiskey Row. Howdy. Now back in the day, this whole area was just territory up in the mountains. It was very rural. And then they discovered gold up in the hills in the mid-1800s, and this place blew up. Everything right here on this square behind me was dirt roads, stagecoaches, saloons, fist fights, gambling halls, all the stuff you see on the Western TV was happening right here in Prescott behind me. It was world famous for the duking it out and tough guy macho stuff. It was so big Prescott became the capital of Arizona Territory back in the 1860s. It's Monday afternoon and everybody's kind of hanging out at the park. It's a beautiful day. Not a single bum. All right, this is downtown Prescott, just before dark on a Sunday. Very nice looking downtown, I have to say. Well, for the first time in Arizona, I'm in a public square in the middle of a downtown and there's no bums. It's clean, it's safe, no trash, no drama, no BS. Prescott knows how to do it. You just don't let them take hold. Good for you, Prescott. Ooh, Prescott fashion. There's some rich out-of-towners right there. Changing everything, damn it. So the fashion in Prescott is strong, people. It's mostly, there's a lot of jewelry stores, lots of upscale looking fashion stuff that I would never want to buy. Lots of touristy stuff here, and lots of places to have whiskey. And tonight we're gonna go to the Whiskey River Tavern on Whiskey Row here in Prescott. Oh wait, maybe we're not. There's nobody in here. The Birdcage Saloon.
Thank you, Nick, for taking care of behind the bar. We got that part. This how it works.
I think every watering hole in Prescott has to have dead crap on the walls. A peacock? Them ain't even good eating. Almost all the bars and restaurants in downtown Prescott have some kind of history that dates back to gold mining or gunslinging. Right back here behind me is Whiskey Row. This was the center of it all. This is where all the 6-shooters and all the lawmen and all the ranchers and miners and everybody came back here, and they gathered and they duked it out and drank whiskey. Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp themselves came right here. The place behind me is the most famous one of all. That's the Palace. That was the biggest, most macho, fanciest gambling hall in all the land. We're gonna go in there right now and we're gonna have some whiskey. Hee-haw, let's go. All right, partner, we are going in here, rootin', tootin', good time. Oh yeah, the Palace. Like a real man should. They call the Palace America's most famous historical restaurant and saloon. I kind of believe it. Rumor is that in the 1800s, there was a fire in this building, and a bunch of rascals, instead of putting the fire out, they went in and grabbed the bar from the bar and walked it out the front door, put it in the courtyard across the street, and kept drinking. Now that's some real America right there. We need more whiskey in this country. Toughens men up, makes them stronger. All right, all kinds of tough duking it out stuff happened up there. Dudes punch each other and fell over that balcony down onto the poker table where another fist fight ensued, I'm sure. And the nearby real estate, you can own a home up here for $475, $850 for $1.2 million. What? Oh my God, look at all the houses. This used to just be forest. Look at all these big giant homes on the hillside up here. I'm gonna put the price on the bottom because I don't know what they are, but it's a lot. You can't afford it, don't even think about it. Or maybe you can, I don't know who you are. But this is up on the north end of Prescott. This is the type of stuff that all the long timers rue. All the new people coming up here and taking up the forest and moving up here from probably California. Back home in California, a place like this is probably 1.2, I don't know how much. You come up here, it costs a lot less. That's all I know. Way up here in Must Be Nice Land. You can totally see why everybody wants to be up here. It's really pretty. Weather's nice. You can get away from all the BS. So it's a good opportunity for people to get out of the California mountains and look up here and start a life anew and hopefully not bring their politics, damn it. But they do. They bring their politics wherever they go. This is where the regular people live. Middle class Prescott. It is definitely way more expensive. We were talking to people last night at dinner that have lived here forever, and one of the folks we talked to, she says she's leaving because she can't afford it. So she's trying to save her money and get out of here. It's especially hard for the service workers, the teachers, the doctors, the nurses. We even went hiking when we were here. I know, I never hike. Actually did quite a few hikes in Arizona. I liked it, and I usually don't. On this hike, we chose Groom Creek Loop, because it's easy, supposedly. Hey, dear. We're just out for a hike up here in Prescott on a beautiful day. It's only about 80 degrees. This is what it looks like up in the Arizona mountains. And this is cool. So Kim used to be a camp counselor at Camp Skyway in Prescott, way back before she even knew she'd wind up falling deeply in love with me. And guess what? Her name is still on the damn wall. What? Kim's up on the wall from the year 2000. She was a camp counselor here.
And my sister.
And her sister.
Heidi.
Up at Camp Skyway. We were in Prescott. We chose to stay at the wonderfully rated Hacienda Inn. It's really the only game in town. That inn right there was pretty much the first thing built in Prescott when the gold rush happened in the 1850s. Celebrities, gold miners, politicians, musicians, a lot of important people have stayed here. Lots of history and lots of ghosts, supposedly. I read about a woman in pink that wanders the halls. Lights flickering, weird smells. Good grief. So of course I had to check it out. It's about 10:15 right now. Shane told us that in the basement below, there was a big fire in this building, and they reported that nobody died in the fire, but apparently there were a bunch of Chinese illegal gold, silver miners that were in the basement at the time of the fire. They died. They were never reported because they were illegal. And he has heard screaming below here coming from the basement. This is the elevator shaft. That's where you hear most of the screaming coming from the Chinese miners that died below us. It's the balcony room. And apparently the room is really, really haunted. All right, this is the haunted room right here. That's where she killed herself because her husband left her, and she hung herself in that room. And people say she's not necessarily the friendliest. Some people have fled, like ran out of here. And it smells like weed, actually. All right, I got nothing. Sorry to disappoint you, YouTube. Nothing but empty promises and a phone full of memory.
I was stuck inside and I was cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody came from this.
Mm.
I think I saw her.
Somebody came out?
Yeah.
Was the door open?
No.
Oh,
No, close.
She came through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, goosebumps. So this hotel is just super historic. It was the kind of the center point for all of the people that were coming through, all of the miners and important people. Back in the day when Prescott was just booming, and this hotel was the most modern jewel of the entire valley. And this is one of the nice rooms here. Look, you can see it's got a suite and a jacuzzi tub, and it was over the top at its time. And they still hold on to its charm here. I really think that you need to stay here when you're in Prescott. It's right in the middle of downtown, and super friendly staff. Everything is really cool, very charming, and of course, you get a little bit of history with the haunted stuff. Next stop on this Arizona journey was Sedona. Everybody knows about Sedona. For this drive, we're gonna take the famous Arizona 89A. On the way out of town, we passed by a place called Prescott Valley. And I was like, pull over, damn it! I mean, please pull over, dear. That's a great shot. 50,000 people at the base of the mountains. Look at it. Almost all of that is $800,000. I know. The houses are pretty squished together down there, but it is nice looking, huh? Right, this is day 12 in Arizona. On our way up to Jerome and Cottonwood, and Sedona just left Prescott. Yeah. Look at these rocks. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have like an hour of footage of just Arizona mountain driving. Way better and different than Phoenix.
It's rainy on here.
Yes, that was a good pan. Jerome. And down there is one of the coolest little mountain towns you'll ever see. We are 5,000 feet up. And you sure know it. Howdy folks, we are in Jerome, Arizona. This all was a copper mine and gold mine mining town back in the mid 1800s. For a long time, there was a lot of money up here, a lot of tough guy stuff in this town. And then eventually it wasn't a mining town anymore. And this whole town kind of went to crap, and it was kind of abandoned and really was almost a ghost town. Well, they revived it, and now it's a hippie, sort of a touristy trap kind of place here with all kinds of expensive jewelry and expensive restaurants. There's a little bit of shopping and dining. It's kind of like an artist colony kind of a thing right now. Not nearly as tough guy stuff today as it was back then, but it's still a really cool place out here. As you can see, there is nowhere to park out here right now. And it's definitely something that there's saloons and hotels and all kinds of haunted things up here. Jerome, Arizona. Hee-haw, here we go. It cut. Looks like this place is not really holding on. I don't know how much it was thriving before, but there are a lot of empty art galleries. There's another one over here. That was an old glass blowing studio. So it was thriving. I don't know if it's still thriving. Oh, here it is hot. And it is dry. And then you can come up here and you can look down and see the old gold mine or silver mine or whatever mine, copper, possibly. Oh, no drone sign. I did not know that. I already did that. So you can come up and you can overlook. Down there is where they used to mine stuff. And that hotel is super duper haunted. Let's go up there. Fancy jewelry. Art gallery. Fancy jewelry. Fudge. Ukraine flag. What? They've done a really good job of turning this into an area that will draw people in. Another art gallery. This guy wants to go. Which way you headed, Pop? Oh, all right. He gave me the peace sign. Not sure what that was all about. There's an old gold mine shack. of some sort. Here's an old hotel. All the miners, they stayed in there. And the spirit room.
Sorry.
You're fine. Oh my gosh, my kind of place. Look at that. People live here. I don't know why you would want to live here. I mean, the roads are very narrow. There's tourists turning around in your driveways. I guess you could say you live in an old mining town. I would not want to live somewhere where there's tourists everywhere. These houses are literally hanging off the side of the cliff. Beautiful views, I'm not gonna lie. It just seems very inconvenient. All right, we are in the community of Cottonwood. It's way out here. We're not really in the mountains. We're kind of in the mesa area. I don't know what would entice people to live out here except for the beauty and the nature, but I don't know what there is to do for work out here. There's 12,000 people in Cottonwood and a little town. It's not a bad place to be, I suppose. I think if you decided to pack up and leave California, your kids might not be too happy about moving here, but you probably get a big house for not much compared to where you were before, and no grass. Cottonwood was also a mining town, more of a rancher agriculture than mining, and it too had some setbacks, but they've kind of kept it alive, and it never really went kaput like Jerome did up the hill. It seems to be kind of a little thriving little town. Old tough guy stuff here too. It's very conservative up here, and they don't put up with any BS. Okay, so it is now, we're entering the third week on the trip, the second week in Arizona. We just left Prescott, which is beautiful, and we went up into, and there is something in the road, and gas can in the road, oh gosh. Went up into Jerome, up into the Black Hills Mountains, and then have crossed over into more northern Arizona. We're on our way to Sedona, and the terrain has changed from what was all desert and red rock to much more green, different type of environment. Sedona is supposed to be another one of these places that was always a simple way of life, and now it's getting overrun by rich tourists and stuff. We'll see when we get there. Prescott had a little bit of that as well. Kind of every place we stop in Arizona, people complain about all the new people moving in and driving up the cost of living. But when you drive around out here, you can see why. It's really warm, nice landscapes, beautiful mountainsides, and it's not humid. So, oh my gosh, look at this view. Every time you turn a corner up here, there's like a new rock formation or some kind of new...
Look how this is turned red.
Yeah. Whoa, girl, whoa! Down there is the Sedona Valley. A word on the trail is folks down there are a little yellow. So we're gonna mosey down there and have a gander for ourselves. All right, you can see why everybody wants to be in Sedona. This is pretty much, as soon as you get into town, this is what's right in front of you.
That's your backyard.
This is your backyard. Look at that, Sedona, Arizona. I had never been here before. I knew it as some over-the-top, snobby, artsy, rich place. But man, look at that. I can totally see why people with a lot of dough want to move here. Kim and I spent 3 days in Sedona, and my perspective of the place changed while we were here. I came in all skeptical like, I'm going to come make fun of the place. And I left. Well, I'll show you. I did not know Sedona was this fancy and picturesque. Did you?
I mean, I feel like every time I've just driven through and never stayed except camping out in camping far, far away.
If you got the scratch, this is the place. If you don't, then you got to come see it anyway. For some reason, I think that this is where the conservative stuff stops. I don't think they voted for Donald Trump up here. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask.
A ton of California plates.
There's California plates everywhere, hippies everywhere, smarter than you, rich, liberal people, very hoity-toity, very hypnotherapy, very massagey, and very breathtaking. All right. Huh?
It's very expensive, like these middle rocks and everything. This is beautiful.
Yeah, we just kind of pulled into a neighborhood here as soon as we got to Sedona and wanted to fly the drone and see it. This is all between 1.5 and 3 million, probably 2 million on average for each of these. And you're just with the view of all the mountains all around you, even though I don't feel like a lot of these people can actually maybe see all the mountains, but you're surrounded by them. It's just, the houses are, some of them are very impressive. Some of them are just average size lots, but that's pretty much what it's like in Sedona now. So $2 million for a little gated community right on the edge of town as soon as you kind of get in here. Very exclusive, but none of this is even close to some of the really expensive stuff that we're gonna see. Everybody wants to be here. All right.
I can't really be on one
All right.
or the other.
Okay, so we are on Ridge Road. This is pretty much the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest streets. That view, that's a $3 million view. That's because that's a $3 million house. Where you live, that might be worth $500K to $300K, but in Sedona, it's not. Because it doesn't get much more elite than this in the entire state of Arizona. I would imagine it does not ever get old. But you know, it's like some of the things, you know, you move somewhere for something and then you kind of start to not appreciate it as much. I know that we moved to the beach and we're at the beach all the time, and then you kind of stop going to the beach as much. Maybe they don't appreciate what their view looks like. You can't not see it. Maybe you start to take it for granted. I don't know. I'm sure some people do, but I'm sure a lot of people wake up every morning with a cup of coffee and think, I've made it in life. Now, these houses are not for you to consider. Only really rich people who don't watch YouTube have enough money for these. A lot of these are second homes or short-term rentals. All of the actual residents down there either bought a long time ago or are rich. But look at those views. Now, if you decide this is for you and you need some help, maybe some ideas or a real estate agent, email me. I know the best real estate agents in the area. I can help you out. Just saying. And to top it off, where we're staying is at a very special place, probably the best place to stay. Probably the best place to stay in Sedona. My buddy Mike runs the place, Sedona Views Bed and Breakfast, and there's Mike right there. To me, where are we going right now, Mike?
So we're going down to the Creekside property. The second half of Sedona View's bed and breakfast is Sedona View's luxury Creekside cabins. And we're going out to 12 gorgeous acres of an incomparable property. I'm really excited to show y'all. Yeah, about 3 weeks, these cabins will be online. Then the next project will be to renovate this existing structure. We've got a beautiful rose garden that's out of bloom right now. But you will see as we go through the property all the little nooks and crannies of ponds and features that are being built.
What are people's reactions when they come here to stay with you?
You know, Rachel and I, as the directors in our team, we are so blessed because in the first 2.5 months, people are falling in love with this place. And as you can see, it's just magical.
How could you not?
The reviews that we're getting about the peace and the joy of being on the property, the feedback that we're getting about the way people are able to unwind. And one of the things we're doing, as I said, is our focus from our owner's direction is philosophies on joy, connection to self, connection to others, and connection to nature. We're not doing Wi-Fi down here. We're not doing TVs in the rooms. And every day her feedback about being taken care of and the experiences and the way that she's connecting, it's so rewarding. And so the team, we recognize how amazing this property is. And in the first 3 months, the joy that's being created here is just absolutely spectacular. So, yeah, Sedona is, as you know, one of the most popular tourist destinations in America, and it's known all over the world. What's incredible about Sedona is all the different things it has to offer. So it has some of the best hiking in the country. The mountain bike riding and the mountain bike trails here are world class, and there are tons of trails to ride and hike. So that is one aspect of Sedona that brings people here. The natural beauty and the people who want to come and just see Sedona, it's obviously just from driving through it, you get the sense of this place is spectacular just to look at. And what's really cool is having lived here for almost a decade, it doesn't get old. It's always looking a little different depending on the time of day, the weather, the clouds. Throughout the years, you're looking at the same things and you're like, I'm sure I've never seen that before. Have I seen that before? And so that's part of the draw, is just that people want to come see the natural beauty. And then we have the whole spiritual metaphysical side of Sedona, which is extremely beautiful and very dense with different styles of incredible opportunities. You have psychics that are here, you have energy workers and sound healers. You have lots of different new style technologies like the tachyon healing I just experienced the other day. There is float spas and there's cryotherapy. So there is a plethora of incredible ways to have experiences that bring the spiritual side of you into the forefront. Sedona is an extraordinarily popular UFO site. We have, you wouldn't believe me if I told you all the things that I've seen in the 8 years here. And so there are night vision goggles, Sedona UFO tours that are awesome. I've done those about 10 times. Every time my friends come to town and my family, we do it. And then Rachel and I at our house over the years have seen some unbelievable things.
Okay, so this is never before seen footage of a portal opening up near Thunder Mountain in Sedona, Arizona. You can clearly see a buddy of mine, David, put an infrared security camera on his roof and captured this portal opening up above his house. You can see orbs coming out. This is never before seen footage that was shot in Sedona, Arizona. All right, so this is Sedona View's bed and breakfast. Right here. This place is just a trip. One of the, pretty much the most unique place you can be in Sedona. You've got this amazing view out your back with a fountain. Special place, Sedona Serenade. A magnificent room here. Best part is the back. Look at this view. What? It's like straight out of a watercolor painting or something. One last sunset shot, because you just can't have too many. Looking down in Sedona Valley. Arizona's becoming my new favorite state. It's very life-changing here. We're down at the Creekside cabins, and we stayed up late last night and felt all of the connectedness of the earth shit. And it was life-changing, and it was wonderful. There's a vibe here that you just can't explain, and so we're gonna take it in, and it's very peaceful and deep and wholesome and electrifying and all the other words. All right, this is all what you might call the cheap neighborhood in Sedona, and it's still not very cheap. Everything is 600,000 right here. That house right there, 600,000. Where I'm from, that would be about 200,000, maybe. I don't know. I'm from the hood. But yeah, the average house in Sedona is well over $1 million. But anyway, this is Sedona's quote-unquote hood, where you can get a house for between $600,000 and $700,000 and impress your friends with the fact that you live in Sedona. It's still got beautiful views. Like right here, I just want to show. There you go, right there. So some of these folks still have that amazing view. Not bad for 700K-ish.
I don't trust this.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my God, I didn't see that. But not a bad starter home, not a bad starter view. We just accidentally turned in. We're trying to go just get some street tacos, and I thought we were just going to this little mom and pop street taco thing, and this looks like we're in some like elegant little old town village area. I just wanted some street tacos with the place with plastic chairs, and we're in shopping fancy land. I guess it was kind of foolish for me to assume that there'd be a little podunk place in Sedona. No way. I don't know if we're gonna find any podunk here. Little mama. God, I just wanted a quick little street taco, $16 margaritas. I know I might be poking a little bit of fun at the fancy Sedona place, but these are some of the best tacos I've ever had. Who'd have thought Sedona knew how to make Mexican food? Shh, people are listening. It's very fancy here. I don't know what they're doing here.
And you had to film mine because you already devoured yours.
Mine are gone before I forgot to put how good they were. Did you even take a breath in between? No. And we were just gonna try to get some little street tacos at what I thought was a mom and pop little hole in the wall Mexican joint. It is not that. The entire little complex here is just over the top bougie, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't think Sedona has laid back or cheap anything, but we just happened to just turn down a driveway looking for an easy little meal and came into this, and I think they have this everywhere. These just fancy this, fancy that everywhere. And of course there's dispensaries in Sedona, because these people need to get their herbal healing as much as their mental or whatever. All right, we are headed up to West Fork. It's a trailhead up here in Sedona. It's supposed to be the prettiest hike in the whole state. We'll see. Can we talk to him? Yes. I don't know who this person is. I didn't bring my mic, damn it. What are you doing out here?
Just trying to make people laugh or dance or freak out the birds.
Okay. How long you been doing this?
Almost 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same off ramp?
No, I go to different spots, but in almost 6 years, I've seen almost 2 million people right here. Just glancing at them as they go by.
Yeah, man. What's your name?
Sean. They call me Turtle Man.
Turtle Man. And
Yeah.
and you're just out here just doing your thing.
Yeah.
Making people laugh.
Trying to, usually I just dance or wave at people or yeah, just, send out some good vibes.
Yeah, man. You live in Sedona?
I work in Sedona.
Okay.
I live about 25 miles an hour.
All right. Well, explain to me. So you got the Viking hat, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Then you got some swag here. Superman, and then you've got like what's the black?
Oh, it's Darth Vader's chest piece.
Darth Vader's chest piece. What's the secret to being happy? Do you think?
I don't know if there's a secret. I think it'll just come naturally. Because I'm not always happy, you know. I deal with anxiety, depression, and all that. I quit drugs 6 years ago. That was a good part. That's a big part of me being happy.
Yeah. We're in just north of Sedona, maybe 10 minutes north, on our way up to hike. And I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in my life. Now, I don't really get up in the mountains very often, but dang, I'm just gonna have a whole bunch of memory filled up of Arizona cliff sides.
He drank a Sedona energy drink.
I drank a Sedona energy drink,
Now you're
so
ready
I
to roll.
should have plenty of energy for the hike. Are you excited about the hike today?
I'm very excited about the hike. It is beautiful. It's only 87 degrees, and for Arizona, that is very cool.
What do you think of Sedona? You've been here before.
Oh, I love Sedona.
What do you like about it the most?
Everywhere you turn is a picture. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. All right, so this is the beginning of the West Fork Trail. This is where you go. This place is growing on me, and I'm not a nature guy. That's Sedona. All right, there you go, folks. We made it up here. It's been a beautiful adventure up in Sedona. So a lot of people always say, oh, it must be nice to travel. You guys get to travel for a living. Must be wonderful. It's exhausting. Weeks and weeks and weeks. It's very expensive. In different hotels, you forget where you're at. It's up at 6 a.m., in bed by 9, never really off. But today, we get a few hours to just kind of hang out at this Creekside area here and just take it all in and feel like we've earned it today. This is actually really rewarding. Just the way it is here. Everything is this is our cabin. Look at this place. Oh my goodness. I say that a lot, but wow. Look at this. Totally Sedona. This is the way to do it. Watch this. Dang! I'm not. All right, it is morning here. You hear the creek? Shh. That's where we meditated and got to know ourselves better out here. And look at this breakfast. What? That's Sedona.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. Okay. I did it. Actually, that wasn't that bad.
And you are healed, Nick Johnson.
Wow, it's actually raining. They said it's been about a month since it rained here. So this is also unique. All right, we are doing another hike. I know, 3 hikes in 1 week. I normally don't do hikes like this. Dead Man's Pass. Now that kind of sounds like my kind of hike. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Not foreshadowing.
Okay, so this is a different kind of hike. Much more red dirt clay. Not sure what that is. It's not quite like it's a lot drier. It's not so pine tree. It's much more of a desert hike here. Really cool though. There's, I think, like 30 different hikes that you can do in the Sedona area. It's just an outdoorsman's dream. I'm sitting out here alone on a trail in Sedona. Nobody around. Just me and my thoughts. Feels very vortexy, very energy-y. So it's Friday afternoon. Place is just filled with tourists. We've been here for 4 days almost, and I feel like this is the busiest that it's been since we've been here. Lots of people speaking different languages. Lots of out-of-town plates. Everybody's trying to steal the energy off the local hillsides. Thank you very much.
Back and working. Oh my God. I was going to call. It was hard for me. Saturday double no drugs.
And oh my goodness, look at this view. What in the heck is this?
And of course, the kids saw this.
This is just, let me show you Chipotle's view. This might be the nicest Chipotle in the freaking world. Look at this. Oh, come get your Chipotle and sit out on our patio and take it all in. What a view, huh?
Yeah, not too shabby.
This might be the best Chipotle patio
The best Chipotle view of the entire day.
in the entire world right here. It's not going to get any better than this. Jeez. And he's staring at his phone. With that view, he's not even paying attention. So we're in downtown Sedona. Look at this beautiful view uptown on a Friday. Very beautiful. And Sedona fashion. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. I wish I owned that. I'd probably wear it like one morning a year, maybe on Christmas morning, just for some chuckles. We have crystals and inspiration. More crystal stuff. And crystal vortex. All in one, the crystal vortex. It's got the crystals and the vortex stuff. Does anyone know where the nearest vortex is? Well, that all depends on you. New Age psychic stuff. There's a lot of psychic New Age stuff here. This is just your average Sedona strip mall. Oh, there's a wellness center. Those are on every street. Some sort of healing or wellness center. There's no excuse to be unhealthy in Sedona. Mentally, physically, there's help around every corner, although I'm sure it's probably pretty expensive. It doesn't look cheap to get mentally healed with crystals and meditation and deep breathing and yoga, acupuncture, and herbs. I'm sure you can find it all up here. Okay, it's our final day here in Sedona. We're doing laundry at what is gotta be the most picturesque laundromat in the state of Arizona. My God, look at that view. They have these signs all over. There's different variations of basically don't beg all over Sedona. I asked, there's a homeless guy over there that I just showed you. I asked the lady inside one of the businesses, and she said there's homeless people all over the place. They used to kind of gather and make a nuisance for all the rich snobby people, and they complained. And so now they sleep out in the bushes, basically on the edge of town. And then they come down out of the hills and beg and loot and do whatever they're doing. But there's a lot of homeless people here. There's homeless people everywhere. So this is so Sedona. I'm in this random strip mall in town here, and over here you've got hot yoga next to another yoga place, next to a Shine, sanctuary for the soul, meditative healing, find yourself kind of place, next to Vortex Coffee. So much healing things and spiritual things, huh? It's always been like that here. The other side of those hills is Hopi land and Navajo land along the New Mexico border. Very hot and dry and not very desirable territory. That's why it's theirs now.
I'm a quarter Indian.
You're a quarter hoe. You ain't got no Injun in ya. I'd know. I made ya.
It's more than just my genes. I identify as Native American sometimes. That way I can feel special and important.
Being an Injun is a privilege, Karen. You can't just change your race just like that.
Everyone else is re-identifying themselves, so I can too.
That says it all right there. Yoga, studio, jewelry, physical therapy, apothecary. And that's just one strip mall right here. So a lot of this is easy to make fun of, I know. But the problems of the world, they don't exist in Sedona. And that's great.
Yeah, it's 426.
Wait, do you hear that? I'm watching CNN. That's scary. I mean, I would kind of like to see a little bit of spooky stuff.
How can it be so hot, be so hot, be so hot, be so hot? Can it burn a lot, burn me a lot, burn me a lot, burn me a lot? Arizona, it's like a damn oven. Summer is a terrible time. Oh, Arizona, there's not enough shade. Here it feels like the sun is 10 feet away. You step outside and it's like walking right into hell. I can't leave the house because my tires are melted. 103 at night? What the? Is EG's open? I could just bathe in an EG's right now. My pool isn't cool. My shoes are all goo. How can it be so hot? Be so hot. Be so hot. Be so hot. Can it burn a lot? Burn me a lot. Burn me a lot. Burn me a lot. Arizona, I feel like the devil. The summer is a terrible time. Oh, Arizona, I wish it would rain more. It feels like the sun is 10 feet away. Ouch! Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that report from America. So we've been to every state now, and we know so many great places that most people don't know about. If you're trying to figure out where you should move, I can help. Email me, and I'll tell you about how I can find you the perfect place for you to move to. And if you need a realtor, I can help you with that as well. No one else knows America more than Nick and Kim and Mappy. This is my email. You can also find it in the description or on the channel. And if you want to buy some Mappy gear, well, you can find that link in the description as well. You can get shirts, hats, mugs, stickers, hoodies, all kinds of great Mappy merch. Click the link, get some Mappy gear. I'm also on Cameo. If you want me to send you or somebody you know a personalized video message, go to Cameo and search Nick Johnson, or just click the link in the description. Well, hey, Nick Johnson fans. So YouTube's pushing this whole membership thing now, and I think it's great. So I set one up for this channel. If you want to be a member on this channel, you can only do it on your computer right now. They make it hard for some reason. So go and hit join right there, and you can support the channel and join various membership tiers. I'm excited about it because I'm going to post all sort of behind the scenes content, extra interviews, fun mappy stuff, bonus songs, and more. Just some extra stuff that doesn't make it onto the main channel. So think about becoming a member. Huh, everyone?
You should join. I did.
Thanks for watching.